Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today, and I'm glad to have you back here on my channel. We will look into the car market in Germany. We will also look into the FSD price increase and more news coming from China. So let's start with the car market in Germany. We had a peak in 2019 with 3.6 million cars. After that, a decline also because of Corona, but then we are expecting next year 2.9 million cars. So the issue here is, I have mentioned that before, based on a study of Bearing Point, is that if you asked young people if you want to buy a car, 30% would say, I don't even need a car. And this is why we are talking about ride sharing, autonomous driving, people just taking a car when they need it. And this is what we can see based on the numbers here as well. We are not going to go back to the peak numbers we had in 2019. This is based on inflation, of course, this year as well, but especially because more and more people say, I don't really need a car. I live in a city. I can rent one, or I would take one once I need one. So let's look into the production by factory. We also see how Shanghai is just doing such a great job when it comes about the speed to achieve 1 million units in total. We see with Fremont, of course, it's not a fair comparison, but it just shows what the difference is between a factory you built yourself and a factory that you have bought, and you kind of have to deal with the construction and the way this building is built. And we see that in Fremont till today, and they do some great work to achieve such a high production in a facility that has not been built based on the layout of Tesla. So if we're looking into Giga Berlin in Austin, I think it will be a bit slower than Shanghai. Shanghai is crazy when it comes to achieve record numbers and record speed. I think for Austin and Giga Berlin, it will take some more time. It will be in between those two numbers we have seen between Fremont and Shanghai. But we see Tesla is doing a great job in being more efficient with its new factories. Looking into the European customers for the Model S, we can clearly see December 2022 till February 2023. So this is a good way to indicate when we finally get the Model S and Model X to Europe. So many people are waiting for it. I'm very excited to see what the demand will be once more and more people see the Model S and Model X, because people that have a lot of money, they sometimes buy a car based on the neighbor deciding to buy a certain car. So if rich people or people that have enough money do see other friends buying this kind of car, I'm pretty sure that people will really go for it and order as well one. So demand will be very good in Europe. What's not so good is what's happening in China again. We have seen, and I have followed this thing and the situation, I would call it, in China regarding the full production capacity that is maybe not happening in September, because there's the power cuts in Sichuan, and there are suppliers in China in this region that are giving products to Tesla. So again, we might see some issues here. I don't see any issue regarding a major slowdown, but it might give a hint that Tesla is not able to achieve the max capacity that they are trying to aim for. Then we have the Höchst St. Petersburg moving to Zeebrugge, and we have the RCC Antwerp going to Koper. So everyone in Austria, Germany, maybe France as well, but I think it's more going to be like Italy and Romania and other countries. Those will receive their cars from the RCC Antwerp. Then we have the Glovis Companion also on their way to the Mediterranean Sea, and the Glovis Sun being currently stationed at the factory or at the harbor in Shanghai. So we see a lot of ships moving. It's already number 8 when it comes to moving to Europe. And so that is actually a good sign. We are at the 22nd of August, so it's going to be interesting to see how many more ships will come. But I believe it's going to be close to the number I managed to tell you already a few weeks ago, 8 for the European Union and maybe another 2 in total. So I think we are going for UK, I think we're going to look at 10 for the European market in total. The FSD take rate, yes, we are talking about the price increase. So just to take that into consideration, what is the actual take rate in the North American market? We are currently at around 15%. So this is higher than, for example, in Europe and Asian Pacific. And the global average. This is because the UK market or the European market, we don't get too many updates. We don't have the FSD beta. We don't have the technology right now. So I do assume that the result of this vote here on the survey is actually a lot of people are saying yes because they're in the United States. Please let me know what you think about the price increase. Do you want to pay the 15,000? I think based on the technology Tesla is offering in the US, it's actually worth it. And I think it will increase by time. And maybe in 4, 5, 6 years, if you have the access, you might be even already because the price could be 30K. And this is something that Elon Musk has mentioned many times. And he said that now. He said it will go to 15K. It will be on the September 5th. So you still have a few days to decide yourself if you want to book it. And it is crazy to think that if you order 15K plus the Model Y Performance, you are at 90K. That is a huge number. So very, very good way to make money for Tesla. Here they are investing a lot of money on the other hand as well in people working on this FSD project to make it happen, to make autonomous driving happening. And the way people show the new update, I must honestly admit, it is just moving forward and people are still not realizing what is potentially happening here in the next 2-3 years. I think it will be mind-blowing and many people will not see that coming. So let's look into the outlook for Q4 and Q3. So for Q4, we are expecting around 20,000 cars in Berlin, 16,000 in Texas, Austin. So again, we are looking at around 450,000 cars in just one quarter. As a reminder, 2 years ago, that was closely what Tesla has produced an entire year. So looking into next year, I think we will easily go over 2 million cars. This should be possible with all the products and everything that is in work in Giga Berlin and Austin especially. So thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate your time. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I do give you a lot of news from Europe as well, as I'm located in Germany. So please hit the subscribe button and I do wish you a wonderful day. Take care. Thank you very much.